Good.
Calvin Watkins, Dallas Morning News. Turpin, he's had some issues with fair catches, and we would think that was such a simple thing to do. Why is he having struggles with that?
Yeah, that one, it's just a couple of, I know it happened a couple of weeks ago. I really don't know if he got it that high up, and I think they don't call that. He's one-on-one with the punter, which sucks because I think he might have scored there. And then this past one, I don't know. He said he knows he fair caught it, and they didn't hear a whistle. He's like, well, then I just started running. So it's just, hey, just be clear, fair catch or don't fair catch. Either way, and I'm not worried about it. He'll be fine.
Shotty said maybe some personnel changes just based on what happened in Detroit. Is that hard for you to do on that unit because you're limited to only so many guys you can?
On which unit? Any of them? Oh, yeah. Which phase? I mean, we have to do that all the time. I think anytime there's a change, it affects us completely. So we're always adjusting. So that's just part of the deal. Your units can be different every week, I feel like. And you try and be as consistent as you can and get guys those practice. Look how many different guys have had to step up. Weeks ago you guys were asking about Malik playing and Elijah Clark playing. Those guys have stepped in and stepped up, and other guys have gotten bigger roles as the year's gone. So that's just part of it.
Nick Sorensen with you. What do you put the kick coverage issues on against Detroit?
Yeah, this past game it was one, we can't get held. We got to get off blocks. We can't. If they're grabbing, you got to get off. And it was just a couple of leverage ones on two of them that got outside, and then the one cutback we just, can't get pushed past when you're going on the backside. So they did a good job. We got to get off blocks, and we can't get held and keep our leverage.
You always hear teams copycat things, and is that the same with special teams? Do you expect to see Minnesota try and do some of the same?
We could. I mean, we had been getting more of the bigger ones have been showing up on ones going to the field or, we're over pursuing and stuff. So it could be something we see. We do move our guys around week by week as much as we can, put them in positions to succeed. It came down to technique, and it was just one of those things. And they did a good job of staying on blocks and staying with us, and we got to get off. We can't get held. Yeah, and then we had one call back on us, which I didn't think was a hold, and we got past the 50, so that sucks too. You know what I mean? The time we actually get to pop one past the 50 and we do a good job blocking, they call a hold, which I still haven't seen it, or found it.
John Michaud with The Athletic. Might be a dumb question, but when you are giving up some big returns like that, I think obviously people will be like, well, why wouldn't you just kick it out of the end zone? Why not do that in that situation? Because
I could believe in our guys, because, they had some returns, but we also tackled them back there too. It's not like every ball. You just had too many that got past the 40, which hasn't been us. I mean, we've been top 10 all year. And this, every week up until now, we've been top 8 or top 10 on return yardage and drive start, which the most important is drive start for kickoff. And that's what we always want to be better than our opponent at each week. And then, we had somewhere tackled at the 25, 26, 28. So I'd rather believe in my guys that we can get it done.
I just wondering, from your perspective, having the Hard Knocks cameras around, has that had any impact on anything you do?
No, in fact, I totally forgot until you said that. I'm honest. I'm serious. I haven't thought about it at all, really. They do a good job of blending in with everybody, I think. I don't really see them. And the cameras, I think, are just on the walls and stuff. So, honestly, I don't know. I'm not going to watch it, though. I don't watch a lot of TV anyway.
Joe Hoy, Dallas Morning News. When leverage is kind of an issue that pops up mid-game, how do you go about trying to fix it mid-game, or is that something you have to just hammer home in practice?
Yeah, you show it. You talk to the guys that it was affecting, and, yeah, you correct it. So it was different guys on each return. It was one time was one side, one time was the other side, and then the other popped up the middle where it was an interior guy we just went too far.
Do you emphasize it then this week now too?
It's every week. I mean, you're always leveraging the ball, And like I said, if someone's grabbing onto you, you got to get off them. You can't bank on a guy trying to make a call. You got to get off the block. That's just football. I mean, how many times are you going to sit there and have people say, I got held? Well, screw that. Get off the block. He could throw it. It's like 50-50 sometimes on special teams, to be honest. So we just got to win.
Nick Harris, forward Star Telegram, more on the kick coverage stuff. Did you see more of the issues along the sidelines, or was it really an all 10-person problem from sideline to sideline? Because it felt like
I just said one was one sideline, one was the other side, and then the other cut back, like it was got into the alley, and we got pushed past. So it was a little bit of both.
Gotcha. With Brandon Aubrey, was there anything unique about this performance other than, him being what he's been? To his standard and some of the performances he's had. Unique
to him, no. I think he's probably the most low-maintenance player I've ever been around. You don't need to say much. He doesn't need to say much. He's so locked in. He's the best in the league. I think it's pretty obvious. And the fact that he broke all these NFL records, it's just what he does. He's the best, and our guys protected really well. The operation was really good with snap, hold, and kick, but, that was big time. That don't need to hesitate when you see the ball is near the paint in the middle of the field. It's pretty unusual. He's different.
Skyler Dixon with the AP. I'm going to go ahead and ask this, but you're not going to answer because you like your money. But they said, I didn't see it on TV. I wasn't there. I was watching on TV. But they said you kind of went crazy after one of the returns. And you've said multiple times here today, when you're getting held, you've just got to get off the blocks. So any issues with the calls or the non-calls?
No, that's football.
Anybody else?
I'm glad you said that. You reminded me of that.
He does like his money.
But in the game, it's the game. It's football. It's exciting.
Do you ever get an answer from the guys?
Sometimes. Which guys?
Either the official or the
other.
Oh,
in the game?
Yeah.
When I was having a nice, calm conversation with him? Yeah, I got an answer.
Didn't like it? Or?
Not necessarily.
Do they ever say, yeah, we missed that one? Do you ever get that?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Do you guys send in calls to the league to say, hey, can y'all explain
Yeah,
this?
I think everybody does. You get a certain amount that you can send in offense, defense, special teams. There's someone for each team that handles that. I don't know if we try not to send too many in because the times you want to send them in for me personally is I want to know how they see it. Because sometimes you just want it to be consistent. And that's how I think it's always been. If I'm asking or I send this to, I think Feeds handles them, Ryan Feeder. So if I give it to him, I say, hey, send this because I'm just curious to see if they see it how I'm seeing it because I want to make sure that I'm on the same page with the officials. And if they say something that's a little bit different, then you always want to kind of talk to guys when you see them. And, sometimes you just want to make sure that you're coaching it the correct way and you're seeing it the correct way as the officials see it. But, yeah, that's every week.
On July, the Cowboys, just one more on Aubrey. Do you ever want to see a kicker make a hit like that?
No. But it was cool that he did. But no. Because then he's getting to him, It's like if you're free safety who's a post safety has 15 tackles. Yeah, that's great, but that's probably not good. That's like our kicker making tackles. I'd rather him have none in the entire year.
Joe, do you have one?
How much do you scout the referee crews each week?
I focus on us. We're given some information about guys, but I think every week is, slightly different. You just have to be consistent in what you do. I think it's more about us.
All right. Thank you.
Yep.